Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, Daikon isn't for everybody. Obviously, Excel Saga is his masterpiece. Yeah. But like Excel Saga is his masterpiece, and the full title is Quack Experimental Anime. Every single episode makes fun of a different style of anime in that anime's animation type of genre, and meanwhile all the other characters are also interacting with each other and going through their own storylines and everything. And it's crazy, and it's a hoot, it's over the top, and it's like. When it first came out in Japan, everybody hated it, but it took coming over to the States because we're just like, this is like crack, we love it! And so Japan was just like, oh, they like it, and now she became like superstar over here for anime fans. But like, he dresses like Lupin the Third, and he has an afro, and he puts himself in that outfit in all of his animes. In the Wallflower, I'm gonna blow your mind. In the Wallflower, you see him many times, almost every episode. He comes in, but he's not wearing the Lupin the Third outfit. He's mostly naked, but he still has the afro. The road to womanhood! The little dancing afro. That's Nabushi. Yeah. So like, yeah, that is Nabushi, and Nabushi always voices himself in his shows, and in the English dubs of all of his shows, he was always voiced by the actor Brett Weaver. And the two of them actually got to meet when we did the Wallflower premiere in Houston, Texas, because Nabushi came all the way out from Japan to see it with us. And it was like the meeting of the Nabushis. And someone actually had the gall in the panel to be like, to ask Nabushi through a translator, so, like, what do you think about, like, Brett Weaver's performance as you? Like, do you feel like he actually did it justice? Like, and obviously being very condescending and being very, like, just being very rude about it. Not realizing that Brett Weaver was literally in the same row as him, like 3 rows over, and he just leans over, and then the voice goes, he likes it. But to answer your question, my favorite Kyohei moment, oh my god, it's been so long since I've seen it, but because it was my first lead role, and I never had an opportunity growing up in theater to play anyone like him. I was never a lead role, much less a pretty boy, like him or whatever. I mean, I grew up a big boy in Texas, so I'm not gonna be playing stuff like that on stage, but my voice, I could. So the fact that I got to be this, I finally got to play a character that was oozing arrogant self-confidence and it's full of himself, but also, because he's in pain and because he hates the fact that he's so beautiful because it causes so much problems for him, but he also uses it to his own advantage and everything. So I mean, he's just a dude, and I never got to play characters like that before. So and I apologize if this offends anybody, but the scene in episode 3 or 4 where he's trying to win the prize money for winning the school festival, and he opens up the takoyaki stand, the octopus balls, and those 3 delinquents come up and start messing with him, and be like, this is the most disgusting stuff I've ever seen, and all that stuff, and pushing him around, and his reply is just, sorry fellas, but if you want to try my balls, you'll have to get in line behind the ladies. Obviously talking about the octopus balls, but yeah, but just he and his dynamic with Sanako throughout that, talk about one of the coolest friendships ever. Yeah, there's kind of a romantic tension there, but I don't see them ever actually being a thing because they are just so perfect as best friends for each other. It's the first time that he's met someone who is as capable of him as a fighter, type of thing, and also the fact that Sanako just doesn't give a crap. She just wants to be herself and do her own things and do her spooky, scary stuff and talk to her anatomical dolls and watch slasher movies. That's her thing. And Kyohei's he's just like, whatever, man, as long as I get my rent and you do you, I'll do me, they just had such a great interaction. And I really wish that, thank you guys for your question. I really wish that I wish that there was more of that story. because the manga kept going. And it had some really good stuff. And they made like a live action series out of it. I know. Do what? Oh, yeah. Hang on. And then Luke here.
What's your favorite Lithuanian quote in Scene from Italia?
Lithuania, come to my country, but don't tell Russia. He'll put you in the closet again. He's a joke like that. Lithuania, favorite quote from Lithuania. Hey Poland, hi Lithuania. Oh, don't worry, it's really no big deal. Just want to let you know, Russia's coming to get you! That was my favorite moment ever for Lithuania.
Wait, Italy?
Lithuania. Lithuania?
Lithuania.
Yeah.
You always sounded like Italy.
Pasta!
Italy.
Yeah.
Top.
Yeah, Todd Howard.
But he also sounds like Robin Williams.
Really?
Yes.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. That was my, you want to talk about something that made me want to be a voice actor when I was a kid. That opening scene in Mrs. Doubtfire when he's dubbing over the bird singing and the cat and everything. It's just like, I want to do that. That was a defining moment of my childhood, and he was my freaking hero. Yes, we really did.
We stand at the sea Saipan.
To what?
We stand at the sea Saipan.
I know.
We lost so many
Robin.
great actors.
He will always, for people who knew his stuff all alive, he will live on forever. As long as we continue.
My favorite thing involving Robin Williams was the day he died. Like the day he died, like someone put like a certain like something that said something about Robin Williams on the pillow with the great and the genie in Disney World.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
It
Yeah.
said something like.
That's rough. That was a rough day. That was a rough month. That was a rough freaking year.
Yeah.
Holy crap. And it hasn't gotten much better.
If we lost the cheetah, I would not.
Yeah. Same. There's a huge protest going on.
I know,
right
have
now.
you seen the video?
Yeah, in England, there's like
I love that
250,000 people right now protesting him.
That's fantastic.
Thank you. Anyway, any other questions?
Oh.
All right. Yes, you, and then blue hat, and then
Okay.
yes, my daughter.
Grand Prix.
Yes.
There was always this speculation that he was evil.
Yeah.
Turned out,
Maybe not.
we don't know.
We don't know.
What kind of direction did you get to, when playing him? Because he's like, seems like a good guy, but
You don't possibly
But you
know,
don't
right?
really know.
They gave me no direction on that particular point, one way or the other. It was never even mentioned. So if that is a plan at some point, they have not made me aware of it. I really hope that it is, though, because I want to see him fight at least once. Or what I'm really hoping is, because if the Dragon Ball timeline, the way I think they're handling it with Super, if this is the way I think it's playing out, since Super is supposed to start right after they defeat Kid Buu, but before the tournament at the end of Z,
Right.
when Goku fights Oob,
inside, yeah.
this is taking place all within there. We still haven't seen Goku put on the blue shirt, the blue gi with whatever symbol he's going to have there. I'm wondering if the blue gi and yellow pants and stuff is going to come from him being trained by the Grand Priest or something. But just some other form of, because now that we've seen that he's found another level that's like, that even gods have trouble attaining, like the only person really that could teach him that is an angel, or the angel of angels. And so like, I'm really hoping that, in some form or fashion, because in the manga we have seen him fight up against a couple of the like 4 gods of destruction who are all like fighting at each other, and he's trying to tell them to stop. He's like, all right, that's enough, and they're not doing it, and yet he just teleports in the middle of them and blocks all of them with one finger, but he's so fast, it blocks all of them, and it just was one, and it's like, one time, let me throw a punch. I'm like, that's all I want. I can't tell you how crazy and amazing it is as a kid who grew up watching these shows to now be stronger than Goku. But by a lot. It's so cool, and I am, even if his role never goes beyond just being the major domo of God in Dragon Ball, I'm fine with it. I just hope I do get to see it. I would be elated. Icing on the cake would be if I could see him fighting, or if I get to voice him fighting Goku at some point or something. Would be amazing. Who knows? We'll see. I'm hoping that Super and like other stuff will be going on for. I hope this is just the first step in a lot of new Dragon Ball to come. So like, you had a question. Did I answer your question sufficiently?
Yes.
All right. Yes.
In Yuri on Ice, what was your favorite scene to voice act?
I have two. One lighthearted and one that was just for me. The drunken Yuri. Because that's just, I didn't even know that scene was happening. Because like, when we were recording that show, I was writing 2 scripts a week for Funimation, and I was the lead in 6 shows, including Ruby, and then also Ruby on top of that. So like, it was just like I was like, in every single one of the characters screamed. Like Yuri was always super high energy, and you know, it's like, and stuff. And like I had a little like a kid role in a show called Puzzle Dragon. A little character named Ace, who it was like basically a Pokemon show type thing. So everything I was doing was "Let's go" and you know stuff like that. And, yeah! and then I had Tyrion, which you know everything was "Oh, hello, Crow." That's right. And stuff. So like, and did anybody see Drifters?
I want my season 2.
It's apparently happening this year. I don't know, but
I
we're
mean,
gonna talk about it. Me too. But like. I then also, for the first time in my entire career, got a bloodthirsty warrior character, and I lost my voice recording the first 15 minutes of the first episode.
Oh.
For 3 days. It took us 2 hours to record the first 15 minutes because we had to match the intensity, and we wanted to make it sound as awesome as possible. But it was like, it opens up with him in the midst of a battle where he's about to die, basically, and it's just him going out like a boss. And I lost my voice for 3 days, recording 15 minutes worth of material. So like, I was doing Yuri in the middle of all of this. So whenever I was watching the episodes for Yuri to research them, I would watch up to the credits and stop. Because I had other stuff I was writing scripts, I had other stuff to watch, like just for prep. So when that episode hit, I completely missed the whole scene of the backstory with him getting drunk in that, and the fact that we realized, oh, Victor knew all along. So like, and I'm actually really happy that that's the way it happened, because I did not get in my own head and like practice sounding drunk. Instead, I just like, I guess this sounds drunk. And it was just like, this is what I think I sound like when I'm drunk, and so I just did it. And I think it came out a lot more natural, and it made the scene work a lot better than I did not know that it was coming. The one that was the biggest challenge, though, was the garage scene. Was his big breakdown moment. And that, to me, is the moment where we really get to see the end of the arc that we see from moment 1, F1, when he realizes that he's screwed up and he falls into that pit of like doubt and self-loathing and thinks that he's failed at his art completely. Him finally saying those words and being like, I just need you to believe in me more than I believe in me right now, and just that big outpouring of emotion. I was just like, that's the culmination of that moment. You know, that's the end of that whole arc. And so it's really freaking important to the whole story. And I was terrified of it because, again, small town Texas, like this is where I came from. Like even doing theater, instead of playing football or whatever, like you still get drilled in your head, boys don't cry, drink your gasoline. So like it was always been really hard for me to let that wall down, even when performing, and that's can be a very big handicap for an actor. So when that scene was coming up, I was just terrified that I was not going to nail it, that it was just going to sound forced and ruin the whole thing. But for whatever reason, and I guess the stars kind of aligned, that I had a bunch of really heavy crap happening to me and my wife at that time that just happened right at the time I was going to have to record that scene. And so, it just kind of brought up a lot of past things, and I was able to identify, so I just kind of used that, and also remembered the times that I had felt the way that Yuri felt in that moment, and then just kind of took it over the edge, and I actually, for the first time in my acting career, was able to cry, like actually use that to let myself cry and perform with it. And it's obviously not as natural as it could be because I also have to fit those words into the timing of his mouth flaps. But it was still kind of a high point for me, kind of a breakthrough moment, if you could call it that, or if you want to call it that. So I was really, really proud of that. Thank you for the question. And you had a question, then we'll get you, then we'll come back to you if somebody else. I'm trying to make sure everybody else. Sorry. Yes.
How did you feel how Yuri was just about to win the championships, but then Yurio came along and by a couple points and won first?
I saw it coming. Like, I had a feeling. I was just like, there's no way that they're going to let Yuri get a goal here at the end. Because then it would just be over. I mean, and then it was just like I would have been fine if that's the way that they ended it. Because, like, then we would have had, like, a truly contained story in 13 episodes that has a full arc and everything. And it would have tied it up in a nice little bow, and that would have been fine. But I'm really happy that they did it this way, because this means not only does Yuri still have room to grow, he has that new goal now, but also he has we have that beautiful moment at the end where Victor's like, well, I guess I have to stay your coach until you win 3 gold medals. Yuri's just like, that sounds odd. Like, you see in him that it's like the gold is not what matters to him anymore. It's the pursuit of his perfection in art and cultivating his relationship with Victor. And it was just that really beautiful moment. Yurio, on the other hand, while he got what he was after in a technical sense, he got the goal. Yes, technically on the ice, in skill, he was flawless, but he didn't find his agape. He didn't feel it. He didn't feel the connection to his art yet. So the fact that his story is left unopened right now. So what I'm really hoping is that we either get a movie, or which we finally got the official announcement of the movie. Now we are getting it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we get a movie or an OVA, or God willing, a second freaking season where we do get to see Yurio, his part of the story now. And I think that I personally would love to see them do a whole season on air skating. And so Yurio and Odabek can pair skate together, and that friendship will become a thing. and Yurio can then find his agape through, and it doesn't. And it may not be necessarily a romantic relationship that comes through it, but just the fact that Yurio would have a true friend, someone that he can actually have that connection to, because that's what they're talking about with agape, is unconditional love, and that's what true friendship is. We have the eros, the sexual love, which is supposed to, which apparently is supposed to be represented by Victor and Yuri's relationship. So I think that Yurio and Odabek are actually just going to be bros. That level of friendship and that love, that unconditional love and support, is what's going to allow him to actually feel and find his agape. That's from a fan's perspective. That as a fan, that is what I hope we see from the show, and obviously that Yuri is there for all. Who knows? I'm just glad that we get to see something else in that. We get to see kind of a backstory for Victor, and I'm hoping that they do it in a way that we get to see past Victor, but there's also some goings on in the present, so we still get to see Yuri and Yurio and the whole crew, because we can't have a past thing without Peachy or Chicken Nugget or any of those guys. Come on. I mean, everybody wants to know about Victor, but we want the whole cast in here. And apparently they're adding skaters. It's who knows if they're from Victor's past, or if they're new characters they're going to introduce for the present people, maybe for another season. I don't know. At this point, I'm just as hopeful as you guys, because they don't tell me crap. I don't know. That's the way.
Tweet at you whenever we find out new stuff. Because we love
Thank you.
That's how you feel.
That's why we're at the point now where most of the time they forgo NDAs of any kind. They just don't tell us anything. I didn't know that the Yuri movie had been announced until someone on Twitter told me. So like, it's just like, thank you. We know generally around the same time you guys know this stuff now too. So at this point, I'm just like,
I'm usually the last person to know anything.
right. That's how I feel generally. But yes, I don't think it's gonna happen though. I've been asking forever. But like, and you know, and the manga still kept going. There was a spin-off manga, and the same for Princess Jellyfish. I really wish that we could have finished the Princess Jellyfish story. Playing Kurinosuke was one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever had in the booth. And pork cutlet bowls? Did I actually say that? I want to crawl under a rock and die.